Welcome to A Squared Conversation, the podcast where we sit down with community impactors and game changers who inspire all of us to show up for ourselves and those around us authentically. Through shared stories, join me, your host, Aaron Nixon, and a special guest each episode as we dive into who we are, unpacking beyond the surface conversation by welcoming vulnerability, love, patience, and grace.
Hey everyone, welcome back to A Square Conversation. I am your host, Aaron Nixon. I'm so glad you are joining me for another delightful season. The first season went extremely well and we are back, baby. Today I'm joined by two very special guests. If you live in Philly or just passing through, you may have shopped at one of their 4 stores for all of your go-to running needs. That's right, everyone. Foot gait analysis to help you find the best running shoes, nutrition to keep you fueled along your runs, and the best apparel to keep you styled on and off the track, and so much more. I am joined by Ross Martinson, owner of Philadelphia Runner, and Liz Pagonis, Chief Marketing Officer at Philadelphia Runner.
Hi.
Hi.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, of course. It's so good to have you guys launching for the second season. I'm super honored.
Love that we're first.
Yeah.
It's like we're winning.
I needed to have you first. Yeah, there was no way you guys weren't coming second or third. I wanted to get you on for the first season, but I just think the schedules just didn't align. It's really good. Though. I know now you're here. Oh, my heart. It's so good to have you both here. So we're going to jump right into it, right? One of the questions that I get asked all the time, I think everyone who works at Philadelphia Runner gets asked all the time, do you have to be a runner to work at Philadelphia Runner? That is the hot question. So I'll let you guys go ahead and answer that for us.
No, we certainly have had a lot of fantastic people come through or with us now, even that don't run. But that said, we did make sure we added it as a question on our application because it certainly makes it easier to, if you're interested in the shoes and you're learning about it, or you're, you certainly need to have some kind of love of running, and you may not run a whole lot and run once in a while, or what does my runner mean? Like that might mean you've run once in the last couple of months, and it might mean you run every day. Both people can love and hate running.
Absolutely. I always say, no, you don't have to be a runner, but it does help if you do run, right? Because then you can give like your own pro tips. You're trying out the shoes, nutrition.
If you don't run, it would be very tough to spend all day talking about running.
Exactly.
Answering questions about running, or local races, all that kind of experiences that people have when they are running.
Yeah, it's always interesting to me because someone coming with an injury, I've never really had too many injuries in the past. I always find that conversation a little bit challenging for me. So I do my own research on the side to say, okay, if someone's coming in for shin splints, like I do know that's like when you're overexerting your body, maybe take a little bit of a rest, stretch out a little bit. Certain questions that I get asked, I'm like, I'm still not familiar with. Baseline running, I got you. Even with like some of the nutrition is really interesting because I haven't tried out the Martins yet, actually.
It's I've tried the Martins, but even like I don't run as much as I used to.
Yeah.
So knowing from memes that there's people take a lot of carbs these days, and getting those questions in the store.
The handfuls, they leave with handfuls, and I'm
they
like,
do.
what are
I
you
have to
doing
look
with
this
them?
up.
Yeah.
How are you
They're like, what do you think about this?
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah.
Kind of like having like whether you've run in the past or like just having like that lived experience, right? Everybody is different, so you, me, Ross, we will all have a different answer for what works for us. So I think having a variety of people and experiences in the store helps with the people that are coming in and asking us to have, give them advice.
Absolutely.
But I can think one of our most personable, like great salesperson on the floor years ago played baseball. He didn't run, and like he was people coming in to say hi to him all the time, and was fantastic. And if you came in to get shoes, like he was going to do a fantastic job fitting you. If you needed running advice, you were going to leave feeling better about your running than when you came in talking to him. And he certainly athletic, but wasn't a runner at all.
To your point earlier about like what works for you may not work for me, and everyone's going to have a different take on everything. I do say that for the fittings, they can come in with suggestions or recommendations that their friends give them. Like, hey, I want to try like, these Hokas or any other shoe. And I would say, well, just try it out first. At least you know what's out there, because, your friend may enjoy the shoe, but you might not enjoy it. It might not fit you properly. You might have like a narrow foot, or you might have like a wider foot. I think everything is pretty much, I don't know, subjective, and each person has to just try it out. So I always say, hey, like just try it out, see what works for you, and then kind of go from there. Everyone's going to have a different take.
Yeah. I always tell people, like, the shoes don't have feelings,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The goose don't have
They're
feelings.
not being hurt.
Our staff does. Our staff, like, I think the best part about our staff, even if they run or they don't, they care about people, and they want to make sure that people leave with something comfortable and that's working for them. Yeah.
And feeling confident, I always ask the question at the very end of a fitting. Like, I just want to make sure that you feel confident and comfortable in this shoe. I wouldn't want you to leave in, just try it out, but I wouldn't want you to leave in something that you're unsure about, right? So take as much time as you need on the floor, walk around, hop on the treadmill, and just test it.
Yeah. Footwear wise too, things are so good, right? Like product is so good right now. There's going to be a ton of different shoes that would work for any one person. So to me, I feel like the nightmare to me, we get so spoiled getting shoes. We have to wear the same pair of shoes. Yeah. Like getting time after time. I know you running the same shoe over and over again, but like I need like a year break after I've run through a pair of shoes.
I've got some loyalty issues.
Yeah. But the Birks Ghost is a good one to be loyal to. I love that shoe. That was my first pair of running shoes.
I've been running in a new shoe.
Oh, okay.
I'm actually, it's like my first like consistent on running shoe. I'm going back and forth between the Runner and the Monster.
Good shoes.
And the new Brooks 8, like the Ghost 18, I do love.
Yeah. You heard it here, guys. Liz is running in new shoes. Yeah. No longer Brooks Ghost. I love it. Yeah, I have my three, like my holy trinity brands are like Asics, On, and Brooks. Those are the three I usually just stick with.
What I always tell customers.
Yeah.
It's always good to try new things. When you come in, our needs change, our bodies change, the shoes change. I mean, there's new stuff coming out all the time that I probably, didn't exist. And other things that I've loved, like my favorite all-time shoe. When that disappeared, I was heartbroken, but I found new love,
Yeah. Yeah, it's always good to find new love, right? Yeah, I find it all the time. But yeah, to answer your question, guys, you do not have to be a runner to work at Philadelphia Runner.
Yeah.
We're inclusive of everyone, as we just want you to be passionate, and that's one of the things I love about the team that you guys have, that we have. I guess you can tell how energetic they are, how passionate they are, how really dialed in and focused they are on making sure that each person comes in and has like a really great experience. Right? When you guys get those reviews on Google, and someone's like, oh yeah, like, I don't know, like Aaron Zucker or Nina Lispy or like Jacob Wood, like really gave me a 10 out of 10 customer service experience. They made me feel confident and feel really good about my running journey and the trajectory that I'm on. What does that feel like? And do you have like a really proud moment of knowing that, okay, this is what we wanted to build and people are actually experiencing that?
Yes. And we actually email with the leadership stuff, like every one that we get. So if you do come in, please. We love seeing those. We love seeing. And I regret sometimes I feel like that's our expectation. So like I expect that like we want to make sure everybody who comes in has a great time. And so our expectation is that we're getting a 5-star review. So
yeah.
You get one that's 4. I'm like, what happened?
Yeah.
But no, it feels great. And I know a lot of hard work goes into making an experience look easy and clear. So, but I think we have a fantastic team. So,
yeah. Because I think we all come at it with the viewpoint of we were all beginning runners, right? Like we were all trying to find our footing and like how do we put the one foot in front of the other? And we want someone to be delicate and hands-on with us. At least for me, like going into Modell's, I went to Modell's for my first pair of running shoes. I got a pair of New Balance and I got a pair of Brooks. That's why I like the Brooks loyalty. But I didn't necessarily have that personalized, like custom fitting. So coming into Philadelphia Runner, that's when I got to experience that. And I'm like, okay, like this is what I want to be a part of because these people are knowledgeable, they're a little bit more attentive and they really want you to leave feeling confident and feeling like you can go and tackle any mile, even if it's just 1 mile or even half a mile. And just seeing the development of that team, like, well, I guess the foundation of Philadelphia Runner and building a team, when you are bringing people on at the different locations, Glen Mills, Manayunk, University City, and Center City, what do you look for? Bring them on and see like, okay, this could potentially work, or see in the person that development.
Yeah, I think, talk about your first time getting shoes. And the first pair I got, which were Brooks, was like C&M Sporting Goods, which closed a long time ago, but it was like not a memorable experience. I remember I got the shoes there, but the first time I went to like a running store was Bryn Mawr Running Company, and I had started running in high school, but was like not that into it yet. And you left there feeling like you were doing something like important, like that running was like the coolest thing, and not just the coolest thing, but like the best thing you could be doing and doing.
Yeah.
And so I like to think, we think we want people to leave and have the best run of their life, whether that means shoes or nice pair of socks or comfortable shorts or Body Glide or whatever it is. And I think, in hiring, it's sort of just seeing that personality that's going to make people feel good and share that enthusiasm for running.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think, Liz? Same sentiments?
So I didn't run growing up. I ran in sports, but not like, I don't have a background in track or cross country or anything like that. I started running more when I moved to Philadelphia, and it was, my mom, I think, got me a subscription to Runner's World, and in the Runner's World, it said, to go get fitted for running shoes at your local running store. And it was about, I think, a year after Philadelphia Runner had opened. And so one of our coworkers helped me. He still works there. My first pair of running shoes was from Philadelphia Runner, and it was a Mizuno Wave Rider. But from that, I just remember going to the store and like signing up for the newsletter or whatever it was. And I still have some of those old newsletters floating around my inbox that like pop, I like look back, every now and then when I'm searching for something. It just made me want to come back. And I think that's how I got into like going to group runs and different events, different races.
And now you write the newsletter.
And now I write the newsletters, which is, that's never thought about that actually. But coming back to, that's how I got this job, like going to the group runs, meeting the team, talking to Ross and leaving like a totally different career path to come on board here.
Yeah. So it was like kind of full circle, right?
Yeah, but I think it's like that feeling where you want to, like, you find this community and you have a connection. And I think the people that work in our store, whether they're there for a year or more, come back. That's that connection. That's, through running, it's like a shared interest, right? And it just brings you into a bigger group of people and community, and you always feel like you're welcome back.
Yeah, for sure. If I had not taking that leap of faith and leaving something that was a little bit more corporate and joining Philadelphia Runner and having that personalized experience and a little bit more personable, I probably would have stayed, and I don't know where I would be, but that's when it's a testament to kind of the culture that you guys have built there, right? Like everyone just leading with love. And you mentioned it too earlier, Ross, like the enthusiasm is what keeps people coming back, like I was shopping at Philadelphia Runner before I started working at Philadelphia Runner, and what made me come back is just the conversations beyond the run. It was, how's your training and how is your personal life? Like, hey, you told me that you were, I don't know, let's just say, for instance, like being in school. You told me that you were in school for this particular subject, right? So how's that going? Hey, did you ace that exam? Hey, like, how did the other class go? I just love those type of conversations, and you really do get that from pretty much everyone. We're not just there to talk about like just the running needs. We're going beyond that, and that's what truly builds the community. I was having this conversation with a friend the other day, and to me personally, I feel like at least now, like community and authenticity in some ways are kind of like buzzwords, but like having the intention behind it, like how do you build community and what does that mean to you beyond the surface? And I think that's really what Philadelphia Runner does. We're checking back in. Hey, how did it go? And being able to remember someone when they come back into the store. And I think that's what keeps people coming back, because they feel seen, they feel heard, and they feel valued. And just giving you guys your flowers, because you do a great job at that. And it's the culture and the foundation that you guys have set, and try to uphold that with every single interaction for sure.
Yeah, like I think people make it easy in some ways. Everybody is like, has a very interesting story, So like once you start talking to somebody and like, find out why they started running or what's keeping them, or unrelated, but what they're doing in work, and it's always very interesting.
You think about the pandemic, and like that was a time, and a lot of people picked up running, and some people, I know for myself, I would just sit around the house watching TV, working from home too, and so maybe I did gain a few pounds taking countless trips to the fridge, but I wanted to be out there running again. I wanted to be mobile, and have some modality and run, and not feeling judged coming into the store and being like, hey, like, Yeah, I took some time off from running. I don't feel good about myself. Never once felt judged when I had my personalized fitting, and we try to uphold that for everyone. So yeah, it's just the community and feeling comfortable to share. And at least for me and what I'm seeing across the board and across all the stores, that the customers are feeling really comfortable to share.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
You guys are doing a great
I think
job.
every runner and every staff member, we all have had that like, oh, I haven't been running. And
it's just like the honesty
part of running.
Yeah,
That's the coolest part about community, any community, right? The people that you meet, or running's a part of our life. It's not there aren't very like professional runners that work for the store. There have been in the past, but like that's just a part of your life, and there's so many other aspects that you get to share, and everyone's sharing and coming together, like, you know, same mile, running the same mile, different pace with a different story background, you know, and you kind of come together and share them.
Yeah. How does that feel, knowing that the connections with so many running groups, events, pretty much being the mecca of like all things in the like running community in Philly?
I mean, I feel so lucky to be part in Philly, and the time we've been in Philly. It's been it's social media stuff, but a huge change in running culture. And you know, when we opened the store, I told the story, there were 3 running clubs, and I'd go to meet with one of them. Nobody would be there. And now there's 70 something running clubs, and every club is like friendly with other people, run with multiple clubs or friendly with other clubs. You know, it's like just super lucky to be part of it.
Yeah. Everyone supports each other. They're all cheering for each other. I think we see it at races, just at group runs, in stores, you know. Everyone's so friendly, and they're rooting for each other. And I think it's one of the coolest parts of Philadelphia. You can, you know, if you're looking for a Monday morning run, you could probably find a handful of groups that are meeting, and you have your choice. And there's always room for more. There's different parts of the city that, of course, you know, like they may not have a club that meets as often, but there's so many new clubs popping up all the time every year. And it continues to change and surprise. And I don't know, I love the growth.
Yeah. You think about Philly United in 2025, like how many people showed up at victories? It was a lot. Yeah. It grows every year.
The picture is insane.
Yeah. It's like, wait, what? Like just everyone was out, and so many different running groups. Sometimes I can't keep track. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's, like I said, there's new ones that pop up, and people, you know, what is a running club, right? It's people getting together to run together, but they don't have to have a name. Like, you know, if you think about it, you see people running together, they might not attach themselves to a certain group, right? But they're a run club, you know, they're a club of people.
Yeah. Perfect segue, Liz, because I'm kind of curious, knowing that there are so many different running groups forming and different running clubs coming together and hosting events, like how does PR stay grassroots, you know, when times are changing, and kind of like influence, like like influencer culture, and then like you have so many running influencers for good, right, and for the positive, and then different brands and putting on events within the city. Like how do you guys stay grounded in grassroots, that way, you know, it's still showing up authentically PR, but, you know, adding that little spin?
I think, I mean, Ross is, I'll start. When I started working for Philadelphia Runner, but even before that, I feel like when I think about Philadelphia Runner, I think about community, and it's not necessarily one race or group or something like that. It's just all of them flowing together, and maybe not in the same direction. There's a lot of overlap. There's can't be everywhere and do everything all the time, right? Recipe for getting hurt if you're a runner. But like, I think that, you know, that's the heart of what we do a lot. We are a business that sells a lot of products, but at the same time, like, you know, I think that whenever I need to answer a question, I go back to like who we are and try and stay consistent to that. I don't know, Ross.
Yeah, I don't know how to feel. So staying grassroots, I feel like I don't know how we get out of doing it. That's my question. How do we stop? No, I feel like we're just coming off of like very busy time, right? So with Penn Relays and Broad Street, and doing the Broad Street Cheer Zone, and everything we do, very lucky. I feel in our jobs that like I love every part of it. I love being out and cheering. I love, like getting up at 4:00 in the morning.
I wish we
the
could.
Broad
I
Street
wish I
before
could do
the
more.
park before everybody else gets there.
I wish we could be in more places and do more things.
We're just cloning you, Liz.
I mean,
so a bunch of views everywhere.
But it's fun work to do. So I
Yeah.
feel like part of the grassroots things is just we're in it.
and
Yeah.
seeing
all the
like
time and
being
putting on
able to like
races.
foster connections too, like seeing different groups work together, or like, you know, just building. Like I said, it's just about growth, right? Like the more people that you reach, the more people that come into running. I think that's always been a goal of the store too, to get more people moving. And whatever that looks like, whether, you know, you're signing up for races or you're coming out to a group run, or maybe you're just running, you know, with your kids at home. I love seeing the future run, like students run. Ross's little guy running a Healthy Kids Run series, like that's just so exciting to
Shout
see
out
that.
Henry.
And like, you know, and maybe play a little role in that.
Yeah, of course.
Poor kid. I just thought I would never go sign him up for
For
any
running.
running.
I can't wait for the day that I'm like cheering Henry down Broad Street.
Oh, that's going to be such a day. Yeah. Talk about cowbells.
He's been practicing high fives already. So
really? He's going down the line.
He runs back and forth and
That's
gets a
awesome.
high five in the house.
So next
Starting
week he
early.
can come hang out, and he's got a kettlebell with his name on it.
Yeah. Get some running shoes early. Just like start stashing them off to the side. Yeah.
He's been out cheering, but he'd rather have somebody cheer for him than be out cheering, I think.
What keeps you guys moving?
Like I said, it's all fun. I mean, it's still a great job, like from the beginning, and you know, feels. I've talked to people. A grandfather was a pilot, and like very clearly loved flying. Wanted to fly. Like was one of. I don't feel like everybody gets that, where you feel like you find your calling in life, and it certainly feels that way for me, and hopefully for other people at the store. But feels like we found our right spot.
Yeah, I say that I just enjoy it. You know, if you find something you enjoy doing, and I think it's movement, right? Whether it's running, walking, going to yoga, you find something you enjoy and that you're passionate about. And I think a big part is the people too. Like I love all the people. It's great to see former customers like come up to you at, you know, different events. Or I was bowling one time and I was in the bathroom and somebody's like, "You're Liz from Philly Runner." And I was like, "Hey, awkward." But like, it's cool. I love that.
Like a celebrity.
But they tell you a story about the shoes they bought or the goo, how it, you know, someone tagged me in a post the other day. I was maybe cautioning them not to try something new on race day. And they literally like put me in a comment after the race and was like, "Liz, it worked."
Yeah.
Like, okay, good. I told you maybe no, but I'm okay being wrong as long as it was right for you.
It goes back to trying it out just to see if it works. Yeah.
But I love that connection to people and meeting new people and, you know, just it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I can agree to that. I always say, you know, you're one interaction, one outing away from, I don't know, a positive outlook in life and a change experience, right? Like you just never know, like just show up. We always say like just show up because you never know, you can have an experience that changes your life, right? And you can have a conversation that sparks and ignites something in you to, I don't know, make a change or experience something new. I always say you just never know if you don't put yourself out there, like lead with curiosity. Darian and I always say like lead with the curiosity and ambiguity of life and literally just seeing what's for you and just trying things out if you're curious about it. Like if you're curious about running, if you're curious about like a different type of sport, a different type of movement, I don't know, like a creative activity and hobby, like you meet people and sometimes they become like your bestest friends and, you know, you're talking to them about stuff and they're sharing like birthday meals with you, they're celebrating you. And that's one of the things I love about life is that like I think of it as seasons and chapters, but you just never know. You're one step away from coming across someone who can change your life for the better or can become your closest friend, or you have yet to travel to that place that will like change your whole perspective on the world. I always say like traveling makes me realize like how insignificant or how small of a space I take up, like just in PA. So yeah, it's to your point of like just building that community, you know, that's what keeps me moving because you just never know.
It's honestly humbling when you think about like how many people are out there and running and there's so many races and things going on and stuff and like just like to be a part of it.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Yeah, and allowing them to share their stories, right? Like, to think that you guys even existed is funny because, we never would have crossed paths if I had never left banking, which is crazy. Yeah. But that's something like you just take a risk and you just take a chance. You take the leap of faith if you're curious about it and meet so many amazing runners.
Never know who's going to come in the door at the stores. So
I know. You never know. Maybe we'll get Shane and
we've had every time that there's been somebody famous that comes in the stores, I'm never there, and I always get the pictures.
Same.
And this is since I started working. I just have I remember people like boxers and different. One of our former staff might have bartered concert tickets with somebody at one point. And I just am never there for that.
Same.
I wouldn't recognize people.
Bill Murray was there.
Okay. Bill Murray.
I was like,
there's other people that I probably wouldn't recognize either because I'm terrible with pop culture. But I feel like I always get the picture after, and I'm like,
right, or like Stephanie with Julianne Moore. Yeah. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
It's crazy. We were having this conversation the other day, me, Jacob, and Daryl, and we were saying who would we be absolutely starstruck if they came in and probably wouldn't be able to finish a conversation? Who's that?
Had some pictures with people. I remember an old Center City store. Was it a steeplechaser came in or somebody
Oh yeah.
There's just people that again. I got the picture. I'm like, but no, it's cool.
Yeah.
And.
Yeah.
It's just,
Yeah. It's just it's helping. Yeah. But I would say if Anne Hathaway came into the store and needed help with shoes, I would probably faint. Yeah. And I just saw Devil Wears Prada 2 yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm not going to reveal any spoilers, but it was good. I was really pleasantly surprised with the sequel because sometimes sequels aren't always better. But she would definitely, I would literally have to have someone else come out to help her because I wouldn't be able to. But I also think I'm such a personal person where she would probably open up to me. I would turn on the hat and be like, sit down and tell me about this. I'm like, get the cameras rolling, guys. This is a podcast episode. Clickbait. But yeah, Philly Runner has definitely seen some great Hall of Famers for sure. What are some of your favorite races?
So this one gave us a lot of thought because I have to say our own races.
I honestly always say the Philly 10K is
Same.
one of my favorite. It's my favorite race I've never run. That's what I always tell people because I've actually never run it, but I've been there every year, and it is just such a special weekend event. It's just something I look forward to all year long.
Yeah, we're involved in putting on, so the Philly 10K. Yeah, still feels like a magical experience every year, and similar. Have never run it. I'm at the start and finish line every year. Philadelphia distance run we put on along with students run.
That was actually my first half marathon. PDR. I don't remember what year.
That was mine too.
Really?
Yeah, 2022. Yeah,
it started.
I haven't done it since.
Started the year I was born, so it's it would really need to be a part of that now.
Yeah, it's a legacy race.
Yeah, I need to do it again.
But running wise, I still remember running Broad Street very fondly. Yeah. But I haven't run it since because I've worked it every year. So, but since maybe 2010. So
Broad Street was the first race I ever did, and I was in college. And I had just gotten my sneakers at Philadelphia Runner. Yeah. And a bunch of my college friends who still run it, actually, which is pretty cool that, all these years later, we're all still kind of connected to this race. But it was our first time. None of us knew what we were doing. Definitely wearing questionable apparel. Just a wide range of outfits.
Ruffle shorts.
Seeing the pictures. There might have been a mesh shirt at one point. Yeah. But yeah, just having that, that's one of my favorite, and it was just this past weekend. So I think coming off of that, Broad Street is just probably my favorite race I've been a part of, running.
I'm so bummed that
I haven't run it in a while. I haven't ran it in a while, so I haven't been running Broad Street since I started working for the store. So
yeah, but I have to go and agree with you. Philly 10K. For sure.
Yeah.
I love it. It's just a big festival, a big party. It's a good time. Yeah. Well, if the live music and the band playing after, do we have maybe we can't talk about it. Do we have music this year?
Spoil.
Okay. I'm not going to spoil. No spoilers, guys. Sorry. But Philly 10K is probably one of my favorite races. Number 1, Philly 10K. Number 2, Rocky Run.
Yeah.
I don't think I have a third one yet. I think I just have 2. I need to do PDR again though. Because the first time was doing 22.
Philly Run Fest. For that.
Yes.
Cold Hearts.
And then
Depending on it was hot. The last time I did Philly Run Fest, it was like the sun was right on my
last
head.
time you did. I was gonna say the last couple of years
you
it's
gotta,
been.
you gotta like the sun. That's part, of, part
Yeah.
of that race.
It's a celebration of summer running.
No, I need a hat. And then we go to Pride after.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like celebration of running.
The Queer Run 5K is literally the following weekend. So I think Run Fest is the 7th, and then Queer Run is the 13th of June.
Yeah, I think so. I think I am going to sign up for that. We'll just see if the ankle and the shins are filling up to it, you know?
Just being out there with people feels good.
I know. Yeah, I love the spectating. I love going out there to cheer my friends on. But then I guess I get so much FOMO. Like even sometimes like driving along, like till I drive and I see the runners running, I feel like I should be out there. Like the cheering, I love doing that, but then it just ignites something in me. It's got like a motivator, you know? If like my people are out there running, I should be out there running. Yeah. You know? So
I think I have more fun cheering.
Yeah.
Like being out on Broad Street and seeing everyone go by. It's like the energy and just the adrenaline. It's so much fun when everybody. And it's like 2 seconds of a person that you see like whiz by, and you're like, Aaron, Ross drove drive on the press. Like he went by on the press.
That extra boost.
I'd still rather be running, but
yeah, I'm with you, Ross. I can do both actually if I could. Clone me.
But it's fun being out there. It's fun. Fun working at races. Fun volunteering.
Yeah. And just motivating other people, the other runners that are out there. But okay, Liz, you were at Mount 9. Mm-hmm. I heard that the spectating and the cheering wasn't as lively as it has been the previous years. Would you agree, or was it like?
So
was it Mile 9?
I was going to say Mile 9.
We had we had 5 to 7 megaphones. I mean, we had bubbles. We had a crew from like. We got set up by 7 by the race started.
Until I got there.
There was confetti. There was, there was a lot of energy. So I did not go through the rest of the race. I know Ross got to drive down Broad Street on the press truck, but it was also the start of the race. And I mean, the winner this year had a huge lead. So
what time did it start? Like
7 a.m.
7.
We were set up and we had people there and we were like recruiting. Like I had to do a quick run to CVS and I was just telling people like, oh, hey, you're standing there with your sign alone. Do you want to come hang out with us? And they did. And that was great. And then we've had people that have, again, this is the second year we've done an official cheer zone. In the past, we had a different setup in FDR Park and then, logistic changes. This is way more fun, and I think our cheer zone was there literally for the past 2 years. We've been there for the last person. So the sweep trucks, like the city cleaner and sanitation trucks, they're all coming down. And there's a person like literally walking in between them. So like she's like the last person that was out there was we were there, and so I think our section. I can't speak for the rest of the miles, but our little our little area. We had a lot of energy. It was lit. I still am getting my voice back.
So I work with the elites for the Broad Street Run, and I'll ride the press truck. I'm at the start, and then I got to get to the finish. So I ride the press truck down. So I just see the race from wherever the first person is. And last year and this year, the guy who won had a big lead, and it's just him. And it's certainly when it's that early in the race, like when it's the leader, it's pretty. It is the course. Was pretty empty last year. I remember he was coming up to one of the water stops and we're like, hey, like they were set up, but they weren't ready for people to come yet. Like and then they start cheering and we're like, hand him some water. Hot last year. This year he didn't need the water, but they were ready.
This year was nice. Good
but I think the race not that long ago started, not that long ago in my timeline of life, started at 8:30. And I think the later you start, the more people are going to come out to cheer. So I think starting at 7, and the, bulk runners are through halfway or more by 9, then it's tough to get.
Weather's always a factor too. This year it didn't rain, but Broad Street is,
it's usually raining.
Raining on race day. So
or super like there was one year I went out to cheer my friends on, and it was just hot. Like it was just so soupy. It was uncomfortable.
Hot's probably better for spectators.
If
you're just standing. It's
better. And there was someone, I think, I forget who I was cheering with, but she was in like full costume. I was like, "Are you dying under that costume?"
We had an inflatable koala bear at our cheer zone for a while.
Yeah.
Just showed up. Like
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, we had we had a good area, and our intersection that we were kind of set up in, there were a lot of other people there too that weren't necessarily part of our cheer zone. They came over and maybe said hi, or they just did their own thing. So I feel like the last mile, we sent people down there with a big.
Do you think so? I just saw a post
boost.
about the. Did I send it to you? The post about the crowds not being good. So
no, I think
it's clickbait. Like I think it's just somebody wants something to talk about.
Wait, what is it?
I just saw somebody's. Somebody that posted like the crowd's not being great.
Oh yeah,
I think
that's what I was. Yeah,
I think that it's just somebody.
I can only
sometimes somebody
speak
needs
for my little like our mile 9 zone, and I think we had a ton of fun. We had a lot of people.
I saw
a lot of runners came back. People that had finished the race, they came back, and they continued the cheering. So I mean, it's really cool to see that full circle. That folks who already crossed the finish line came back and they cheered their fellow runners on, right? So the last finisher. So
yeah.
It's a ton of fun.
Mile 9 was lit. Yeah.
Mile 9
the
next
photos
year.
And the content. Mile 9 next year. Yeah, exactly. Hopefully I can run it, but if not, I'll be out there. Live podcast from Mile 9, guys.
I will say
we're announcing it now.
The other people putting the complaints about the cheers, the crowds are the only people that there weren't enough people out at Broad Street, because I mean it's a little crowded.
Yeah, Broad Street. I mean, I don't know how many people didn't get in through the lottery this year, but it felt like, I mean,
that's a huge number.
Just hearing, seeing posts online and people talking about it coming in the store that didn't get in. And just the field size. I mean, it's pretty cool that we're home to the largest 10-miler in the country.
Yeah. That's insane. And how many people ran?
And now the fastest.
And ran on Sunday. Over 40,000. Was that right?
35 finished. I actually never. I didn't.
I didn't look. But I know that there were probably 40 something. 40,000 signed up, and then you figure, folks don't show up, things happen, life happens, injuries, whatever. I'd guess somewhere 35, 36. It was a nice day too. Weather's always a big factor in who wants to run and. Maybe not enjoy 10 miles in the rain, but, and also some people start and don't finish. I had a friend who texted me a half mile in that, something with his Achilles, made him stop. So he, didn't finish the race, which is smart. You don't want to, it's not worth it, right? You want to run another day. So, they started and they didn't finish, so that happens too.
Actually having someone there, and having your friends there, having your family there, cheering you on sometimes when you're literally up, wanting to give up, and honestly have those accountability partners definitely goes a long way, which is why I think
look forward to as well.
It's something to look forward to. I
just have to calm myself down. I haven't done a race in a while, but seeing when there's somebody out there too, and having that moment, that rush, where you're
exactly,
and
looking out for them, where are you going to be at? Oh my gosh, I finally see you. We're all cheering for each other. There could be someone out there cheering specifically for you, but I mean, to be honest, they're cheering for every runner that's out there and everybody. Yeah.
We were just calling out random numbers or there were some great outfits running down Broad Street this year. There was a ton of bananas.
And Lorax.
There's bunches of bananas.
Yeah. The bananas.
The bananas are everywhere.
And I saw the Lorax. Two people dressed as Lorax.
Forrest Gump's always there.
A lot of matching just outfits.
Yeah, lots of people matching. A lot of Sixers and Flyers right now, which is great. So everyone was just cheering, go Sixers, go Flyers, which is on repeat, which got everybody hyped up because everyone, I feel as a city, we're just, Philly's definitely, we all feel what our sports teams are going through. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we have the suit guy. Always so clean.
There was a ton. There's a lot of festive people. And I love costumes, so I'm for it.
I might run in a costume next race. How do you guys cheer yourselves on? I guess just personally, right? For me, I think we talked about this, what keeps you going, but getting out of bed in the morning, knowing I have hobbies and activities that center me and ground me. The moments where I'm not feeling enthusiastic about something, where I need that rest and recovery and the recharge, I always go back to just the small things. And I always say it's the small things that really get you out of bed in the morning, and maybe taking a walk in the park, going for a run, spending time with friends and family. What are those things that you guys do when, I guess, in those moments of not feeling 100%? How do you cheer yourself on and inspire yourself and motivate yourself?
Aaron, you and I have had this conversation recently where I told you what I've been doing some days. So
yes.
The drive to work. I love music. I love just all different types of music. But there's just some playlists that like hit different in the morning, and they're like a morning hype song. And so I'm just like kind of been circling through like every morning and just screaming at the top of my lungs on the way to work. And people probably think I'm crazy, but it's always fun getting a phone call when you're like, I'm just coming down off a Celine Dion high. Like,
yeah, absolutely. What's your go-to hype song?
It depends.
Yeah.
But it's definitely like, it's more like the singers, like there's just some songs that like you could scream along with. But I feel like it's like everybody's karaoke list, like greatest karaoke hits. That's probably like my morning, like just get going kind of thing, Yeah. A little extra wake up.
I love that. Yeah. Or not when I'm like adjusting the playlist inside of your car because we have a shared playlist.
Yeah. One time I was driving, this was recently, and like all the songs kept changing. And I was driving one of our coworkers home, and I'm like, I'm not changing anything. Like my phone's possessed. I'm like a mile away from the store, and I was like, Aaron's doing this. I know. Like I can't explain how, but Aaron is messing with me right now.
Ross, I played the Bernstein theme song in the car just to throw her off. I was like,
and I'm looking at Steph like, I don't know what's happening right now, but I know Aaron did this.
Yeah. I'm sorry about that. I'll gladly do it again.
It was really funny, and I was glad that like Stephanie witnessed it, because otherwise I would have really thought I was going crazy.
What is going on in this car? Yeah. How about you, Ross? How do you? What are some things or best practices that you do to kind of like cheer for yourself and center you?
I'm a bad person to ask this one. I used to feel like stress or anything never really bothered me. So like I get up, and sometimes Henry comes in and says cock-a-doodle-doo, and he wakes me up. But I mean, I like listening to music. I don't know if you can tell by my exciting aspect here. But I'm not like a hype rah person. So I don't know. I just like it's this great song. You get up every morning and do the same effing thing. But I don't know. Just get up and
everyone has it. They have their thing. For me is probably like you, Liz. Like listening to music. Listening to music really gets me going. I listen to one song, I get inspired, and I feel like music can definitely kind of like evoke that feeling of transcending you to a place that you've never been before, or like the nostalgia. So if I really get like that song that kind of wakes that up in me. Even when it comes to writing, like for my writing, I get inspiration from music because I could start to visualize the scene to a song.
That's cool.
It's weird because it just plays out perfectly. So I always go back to music. Is always music for me. Like, listening to music in the shower, it gets me hyped up for the day. If I'm listening to like house, EDM, I will literally enjoy walking down Walnut Street or Chestnut Street. It's kind of like my runway, I have on like a really good song, walking down Walnut Street and just feeling like the main character. It's just like the energy. Yeah. But it's just the small things that center me. Yeah. And just recharge me. Yeah. And sometimes it's so funny. Grandma Barb is probably listening to this podcast, so I'm giving you a shout out. But we were talking the other day. She's like, you can go a whole day without talking to people. And sometimes I need that. Like just not saying absolutely anything. I actually do it before recording a podcast episode, just to kind of like align my thoughts and get into like the space to have a conversation, because that's a lot of energy. I just enjoy it.
Everyone has a social battery, right?
Yeah.
You gotta find ways to recharge it.
Exactly. Yeah. Just put it on the charger. So we're going on 22 years of For the Forerunner being open, right? Like you guys celebrated 20 years in 2024, 2021 last year. Or is it? Wait, where am I wrong with my timeline?
The first Philadelphia Runner opened in 2004.
Yes.
So we are in 2026. So 22 years.
22 years. Yeah.
I think that's how that works.
Yeah. I think so. Yeah. So how's that feeling? Approaching 22.
It still feels new.
Yeah.
So
I was at
doesn't feel like 20.
I was in a room of like other running store owners recently, and I think I shared this with Ross because I just like, I feel young in the industry. And then I was in this room with people that have been there like 50, 30. And I think that's one of the coolest things like about, the running industry is the longevity of some folks that have, made this their space, their career, whatever, for so long. And I definitely felt like really new, Philadelphia Runner's been around for a long time, but it also and I'm sure like Ross, has been here the whole time, so he has a different experience, but I felt like very much like intimidated by, folks saying like, oh, 27 years, 30 years, 40 years, like 50 something years. And I'm just like, whoa.
I still think of myself I still think of myself as one of the newer, younger store owners. But it's funny meeting, just last fall met a bunch of people who had opened within a year or were about to open. And I feel like the standard advice is always like, oh, the first year is the hardest of like having a new business. So I was thinking about it, and I'm like, I think every year is just hard in a different way. So it never gets easy, and I think that's fine. I mean, it's good. Like we say, it's good to be busy. Like much better to be busy than slow.
Retail's tough, and then
independent
retail is a whole different beast.
Yeah.
But it man, the years just clicked by. It does not feel like 20 years. Feels like 3 or something.
Yeah. And many more to come, and being able to find community. And once again, like you guys just always just lead with the passion, the love, the enthusiasm, investing back into your team. I love the fact that like, not necessarily like an open door, revolving door policy, but like I've gone and took on different positions at different jobs and have come back because there's always just the feel of, hey, we really want you to succeed. If we try out something and it didn't work out, hey, come back. Like you always have a place here. And I do love that. And one of the things you guys always ask me, like, hey, Aaron, if you want to create content, like whatever you want to do, like you send out the weekly emails, Liz, and you're like, hey, if you have any suggestions, let us know, any content ideas, or if you want to write for the blog. It's just nice to allow people. Yeah. Yeah.
I always love seeing former staff that have like moved on in different roles too, like seeing their growth, right, where they started and where they're going, or current staff too, where they might have started and how they've developed over time. I don't know if Ross has the same feeling, but like it's really a proud moment, like seeing where people are in the industry or outside of the industry, just what they're doing, and like hearing a former staff member came up to me at the expo and was telling me that they're graduating or they're completing like a program and they're starting this new job, and like they haven't worked for us for a long time, but it just is so nice to hear how well they're doing and like have that that proud moment where they started and to see where they are now. It's pretty cool.
No, we saw a former manager a couple of weeks ago, and I was talking, and they've moved away, and I was talking to his wife and talking about how like, oh, it's so great to see how good he's doing. Oh. And I was like, I think she thinks I have a crush on her. Just talking him up so much. But no, it's awesome to see that, we love seeing.
And in different parts, like working for different running stores now, like maybe they left the Philadelphia area for, whatever reason, and they've ended up at another retailer, or they've just ended up at a different brand or some capacity in the industry. Not just the people that have graduated and, gone on to pursue, whatever is within their like, degree wheelhouse, but just people doing cool things, which is really, I don't know. I think we have really good people, and to see them continue to grow and do good things is kind of something that keeps me going.
Agreed. Couldn't have said it better. Philadelphia runner people are doing cool things. I love that. I mean, look at the podcast, right? Yeah. And we have you guys on doing cool things.
Ross is racking up the podcasts.
Yeah. You're collecting them.
Like people call in, invite him on.
Yeah. You guys should start one.
I sound better at 1.5 speed.
There should be one. We're going to do a live podcast from the store one day. We're putting it out into the universe. As we wrap up, guys, this has been amazing, and thank you so much for just sharing your time with me. What do you want Philadelphia Runner to be remembered for someone who's new and coming to the store for the first time, for someone who has been coming to the store consistently? Because I always say that like what brought someone in the first time isn't the same thing that's going to keep them coming back, right? So there's always like new and innovative ways of adjusting and shifting and pivoting and, setting the tone and the foundation for like the treatment and the customer experience. So
no, I hope if somebody comes in, I hope we help make Philadelphia feel like a welcoming place and a place you want to come visit more often. Yeah.
I think of Philadelphia Runner as a resource, right? So you pop in for, refill your water bottle, or to learn about, if you're coming into the Philadelphia area, a cool place to run or a car-free place to run. We have so many trails and just, you know, the Schuylkill River Trail is an awesome car-free place to, I mean, I forget how long the total project will be, but I mean, to get in a mile or, you know, more, you can keep going. Also, like the Wissahickon, we just have so many cool places and so much history too. So you can get like a running tour, literally, of you know, all these moments that, you know, not just Philadelphia history, but history of America, which is pretty cool.
And so many groups too, if you want to run with a group, if you want to. So
The resource connector, you know, come in, talk to one of our staff, learn about, you know, products certainly, but also just places to go, things to do in the city.
Yeah.
It's really a great running city. I mean, there's tons of trails, it's easy to run from Center City. It's easy to run.
There's so much to do and so many places to run.
Yeah.
And so many people to run with.
Exactly. And I mean, we say this all the time, but like, just show up. That shared experience with someone that can kind of like encourage you to continue with your running or try out a different sport. You know, I always say just try it out. So if for the viewers and the listeners listening to this episode, just come to Philadelphia Runner. Ross, you want to plug in the locations for anyone who's not familiar?
Sure. You can visit us at any of our 4 locations, 17th and Walnut, 36th and Walnut, just to make it confusing having 2 stores on Walnut Street, Main Street in Manayunk, or Glen Eagle Square out in Glen Mills.
There we go. You guys know where to find us.
PhiladelphiaRunner.com.
And PhiladelphiaRunner.com.
All the addresses and phone numbers and info. You could, you know.
Yeah. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. It has been a true delight to kick off the 2nd season of A Squared Conversation, and I'm glad it was with you two. So thank you so much.
Thanks for having us.
Of course, guys.
It's been fun.
Thank you. All right, everyone. If you like this episode, please like, comment, and subscribe. We are back for season 2. Stay tuned for the next episode. And until then, continue to stay square. Bye, everyone.